My fantasy book was Gossamer by Lowry. This charming little book talked about the mysterious topic of where dreams come from, the good ones and even the bad. Littlest One is a new dream giver who collects dreams to relay to people. These dreams come from little memories that she picks up around the house from all the people's little things. The dream giver's counterparts are the strong and wicked synesthetes, and they're the people who give the bad dreams. Sometimes they even travel in hordes if they're giving nightmares that are particularly horrible. The book goes back and forth between the actual reality of the people's lives and the fantasy of the dream givers within the chapters. The book has a foster child named John who at times is graphically abused. I think this book would be good for around 4th or 5th graders. They would enjoy the book, especially the topic of dreams, because most are very mysterious about that thing. I also think it would be good to address the topic of abuse and in the safe setting of the classroom so children could express their views and opinions, and we could talk about what's acceptable and what's really not. Responding to the book, I think children would really enjoy drawing what they think the dream givers look like. Lowry doesn't really give a clear perception of what they are. At times, Littlest One even questions, are we dogs or are we humans? I think the children would have a good time drawing it and giving their own perception of what they thought. I personally thought they were like translucent fairy-like creatures, but that's just me. They could also write a continuation of the story because it doesn't really have a clear ending. It kind of tells what happens to Littlest One and how she evolves, but it doesn't really say what happens with the boy or with the old woman or the boy's mother. Gossamer would fit into the curriculum because it can be used in reading activities, writing activities. It would also foster children's critical thinking skills by asking students about where they think dreams come from and how it would open up their imagination. Later, they could then research where dreams really do come from. Some concerns I would have about the book would be the foster care and the abuse that happens to the boy. At one point, the dad shoves his face into wet dog food. And I think that at points, parents might not want that in the classroom. I think it can be a little too graphic. The boy's mother is also abused by the father. So parents just may not want their kids exposed to that. Overall, I really enjoyed the book. I think it's a pretty unique topic, not really commonly faced in fantasy books. I think it's also a pretty quick read, so children wouldn't have too much trouble getting through it. I think a really fun activity also would be that children could brainstorm what they think dreams come from before you even read the book, and then give what Lowry thought where dreams come from, and then after you could kind of compare. But I would definitely include this book in my classroom library, and I think the kids would really enjoy it.